Steve, another busy weekend for you. All started on Friday night. We had our own show, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. But before that, we had quite a few people on the other platforms.
Yeah, you know, it was a strange night, wasn't it? I mean, we had our winners on our own show on Friday, but going away from that, you know, we'll come back to that shortly. On Friday night, first of all, Reece Mould should have been defending his WBA title fight.
Mr. Lucky.
Yeah, he's had some bad luck, hasn't he? But it happens a lot with fighters, don't it? They all think they're unluckiest in the world. But Reece is going to be up there and there. So he'd weighed in on the Friday. On the Thursday for the Friday night, and everything was hunky-dory. I got a phone call at 9:30 on the Thursday saying his opponent had failed a heart test, so apparently every 12 months he has to have a special check on his heart because he's had a problem with it in the past, and for whatever reason his team hadn't done it, which is strange for me because the medicals have to be cleared on the Wednesday night. So the fact that after the weigh-in on the Thursday, when he's probably dehydrated, he goes and has a check on his ticker. I mean, obviously his ticker's not going to be in the best of place, and it's not happened. But for me, he shouldn't have even weighed in because the board probably would have not accepted the medical. So it's all a bit strange. And again, Reece is the victim of something that is not his own fault. So it's devastating. The kid's trained for like 9 weeks. They could have got him a 6th rounder, but he just didn't want to do it. He wasn't up for it.
Looks like he's never going to defend that WBA title, is it?
Well, hopefully we've got something in the pipeline which we just need to get it over the line. But you know, that was a sickener for Reece. Then the same night, Nice Travis pulled Marc Leach out of the corner. He'd gone up maybe definitely 1 weight because he's just been fighting at super bantam, but before that he was a bantam, which he can still do. No one would fight him, and an opportunity to come up for the title at featherweight, and you know, because of his ability, we took it and we thought we'd be okay. But for whatever reason, it might have been a fitness issue. I don't know. He stood and traded with someone who's a bit naturally bigger than him, and that's not Marc's forte, is he? He's a tricky, nice boxer, and it didn't work out for him on Friday, and then. Last night, we're here Sunday morning, aren't we? I've been non-stop for the full week. After the disappointment of Josh losing in his attempt to be a three times world champion, and the circumstances around the fight just leave a lot to desired for us, and you've got to give a lot of credit to Lee Wood to in the position he was, to pull out such a devastating combination which floored Josh, and like I say, he does it all the time. And they're talking about the con and one another's one. They're forgetting we've experienced what he's done with Reece Mould, because Reece Mould was starting to turn the screws on him when he stopped Reece. So we know what he's capable of. But you know, after the first 2 rounds, Josh dominated and hurt him in every round, and in the 7th round he had a point took off him for allegedly hitting in the back of the head. I'm not saying it wasn't a shot that they did there, but obviously there was nothing intentional. It was a fight, and what he was giving Lee Wood was giving back to him. I don't think he'd been given a warning. I might have missed that, but it certainly wasn't a warning that was a strong second warning. Next time you're going to get a point took off him. So I thought that was harsh off Michael Alexander, and maybe that lost a bit of composure off Josh trying to win the round a bit more. But he did get a bit sloppy in that corner after his game had been perfect. And as I say, I don't know if Josh was feeling what I was feeling. I've not spoke to him, but I thought he'd won that fight, and I thought he'd turned it around. And you know, you always got to be careful with Lee Wood, because he's shown in the past he can do that. But there was nothing that I was seeing that felt like he could do that. You say, you know, it was a matter of time before Josh stopped him from where I was sat and everybody I was speaking to as well. So as I say, you've got to give Lee Wood all the credit in the world for pulling that combination out and putting him over. But the fact is, he got up, was on shaky grounds, got to his corner, and I've looked at it again on the telly. There's not a clean angle of when exactly he wove it off. But up to 8, Josh was there. But when he waves it off, Josh's turned round and was looking at him. The bell had already gone.
And that's what I mean,
so
the bell
for
had
Michael Alexander to judge to wave him off there when he was in control of a fight and he had a minute to recover, for me was mismanagement. He got that call wrong, and I'm disappointed in that. But as I say, well done to Lee Woods. And if it was 2 minutes into the round and they were going to be in a minute there, I would have said call it off. You know what I mean? Because he was injured and he could have got badly hurt. But give him an opportunity. It's a world title fight, and yeah, devastated for Josh. But as I say, he had the game plan right. He was doing everything that he was told to do, and a little bit more.
Really well, wasn't
and it wasn't going to be long till he stopped him. But you know, that's boxing, isn't it? You know, let's talk about the ups now from Friday, and you know that's why we do it, don't we? To give these kids an opportunity to get on the big stage, and you know, when you get to that level, you do, unless you're completely special, you win some, you lose some, and the ups and the downs. And you know, I've had some great ups with Josh Warrington. Last night looked like it was going to be another special night working with Josh, but it turned against us, and you've got to take it on the chin, as they say, and move on. So on Friday we had a 7-fight card. I mean, the first fight isn't with us at VIP, kid called James Francis. He's with Nelson, and he lost, and it was a fair win for that Stephen Vincent, who kind of funny style first time I've seen him, but it was like herky jerky, jab out of the way, right up, out of the way, and he picked his shots quite well. And although James probably threw the heavier shots and hurt, I wouldn't say hurt him, but damaged him a couple of times. Stephen Vincent beat him with too many shots. So yeah, that was a fair away win. And then luckily enough, the next 6 were all home wins, but 5 out of them were really good fights. So you know, the next fight was Alex Patterson v Patrick Pulaski, a Pole, who come out, and his first big left hook caught Alex, and to be fair, Alex learnt off that. He stuck his right hand up and kept going, and I was really impressed with Alex Patterson. I think he's a top prospect.
Lovely boxer, isn't he? You know, it's some nice moves in there.
Yeah, mixes shots up heads and body, and he's shown that he doesn't work under pressure, because the pole was a big strong guy and put it on him, and no, top performance by Alex Patterson. Then we had Jamie Devine fighting Christian Navaras, who is a tough journeyman, 80 fights, and Jamie had as good a debut as you could wish for. I mean, sold a boatload of tickets, had issues with his medicals right up to the day before, but carried on and got through them where other people might have walked away. But you know, sold a load of tickets, and
what a great performance.
He's one of those fighters that's going to be in good fights, and it'd be good to watch. So looking forward to working with Jamie and building his career up. Then Levi Barnes, special talent, and he probably overtried for the stoppage on Friday. It didn't come, but apart from the first round, he dominated the fight against Demetrius Patosnos, who's a tough kid. We've seen him come in 11-2 the day before, when Levi's going to be possibly a light welterweight or a welterweight, but you know, he gave the weight away, and he's a good fighter, tough. Apart from the first round, he was in control and looking for the stoppage, but very exciting fight, very pleasing on the eye, and you know, we'll have some journey with him, because
it's going to be a fun one,
he's going to set the place on fire.
Great support again as well.
Yeah, considering he's only just fought in Blackpool, sold every ticket I give him, and I said to him when I gave him 6 tickets, look, you know, you're a talent, we want to keep you busy. Done really well with your tickets, just do the best you can. You know, I want you to really sell them at Blackpool next time. But he sold everyone I give him, and all them lot, I think they know they're on the start of a big journey. and then Ben Burnham v Alan White. That was
Really
a great
good
fight. You know, when it's 40-36, you think, oh, it's just another 40-36, but you know, that kid could have shared 2 of those rounds, couldn't he? May possibly nick one of them.
Actually, I think I'm not sure if he did or not, but it looked like he broke his nose in the first round. Ben Burnham, he caught him with a great sweet right hand, and I thought, oh, he's probably not going to see the end of the second round there. He's going out, but then the third round, he just dug in deep, didn't he? And really had a go at Ben.
I believe he's in the army and
Proper
fitness kid, tough guy, and like fair play to Ben and Sean Trodden for taking it, because they didn't know anything about him. It was his debut. He had no footage on him, and he's not a bad kid. You know, it was a real good fight. And I say, the grandstand was a small hall, isn't it? And like it was packed to the rafters, and the atmosphere was absolutely great. And even though like Ben hadn't sold a load of tickets, everybody was there to watch the boxing, which is good, and it was a great fight, and the atmosphere for that fight was good. So yeah, it was a belting fight. And the only one which wasn't really, well, saying that the next one wasn't close, but Matthew Rennie and Jake Osgood. Matthew Rennie's moved up to welterweight and looks a lot stronger and bigger on the back of that there. He just blitzed Jake Osgood. I don't know what it was, but it couldn't have been much more than 30 seconds before it was over.
But I like the way that he just shot into overdrive, you know. It was, I think he caught him with a nice little shot, pinned him in the corner, and he must have threw 40 punches at him.
And we've not really seen that with Matthew before, have we? So,
it was lovely to see, wasn't it?
It was good to see. I mean, Jake normally comes on our shows and coasts his way through, but he got a shock on.
You know, he got stopped 3 times, I think, in his first 6-7 fights. One of them being Joe Howard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But since then, I think he's gone on 25, 26 fights. We've said it many times, becoming a really good journeyman. And like I say, not been stopped. So for Matthew to put on a performance like that and make a little statement, I was really impressed with him.
Yeah, and then Brad Ray
the return.
come back. We call it a return, come back now. Yeah, you know, he's shown a massive change in style, didn't he? And you know, I missed his stand-up jab uppercut, but the additions he's put on it there was good, you know, like big left hooks, right hooks, you know, leads, and he hurt the kid, had him down twice, didn't he? And fair play for that kid to get the 6th round right. He took a bit of a walloping, so it was an entertaining fight because he did try.
He'd just done 6 rounds with Boris Triton, I think last time out, and prior to that, about 18 months ago, he did 6 rounds with Marc Jeffers, who's now ranked number 2 in the super middleweights and the English champion.
Yeah, you know what, it was a good fight for him to come back, you know. He's had 12 months out with injuries and medical queries, and so I spoke to him yesterday. He was really pleased, and I mean, I was pleased with the show. And the best part of it, Lee, it's 5 in 5 weeks for us that we've done. So to get through them is a credit to the team at VIP, because it's been hard. It's been really hard, but we pulled it off. We won't be doing 5 in 5 again. I did say we'd never do 3 in 3, but you know, we've had to pull the Wakefield show on the 21st, so we're not out till November, so we've got a 4-week break, which I'm going to really like.
We're back in Hull, is that right?
We've got Hull, Wigan, Blackpool, Bolton, and probably a Jolly Boys, which we're working on now. So we've still got 5 shows by the end of the year, but we've got a break now all the way till November. The Wakefield show, we had some lads pull out with injuries and other circumstances. We'd had 3 fights. Corey O'Regan was talking about being a big fight, so he was coming off. Unfortunately, that doesn't look like it's happening now. And then the other 2 lads, kindly Henry Wharton's agreed to put them on their show the day after in Wetherby. So you know, we've done that without really letting anyone down.
Have you spoke to and you said you were going to have a word with him? Maybe I can go down there and film the show.
You know what? I've not got hold of him, have I? So Sunday morning, as we're speaking now, we'll get something sorted out, and then we can let people know. Okay, Linley.
Alright, no problem.
Cheers.
Alright, like I say, good and bad weekend.
Yeah, ups and downs, and that's what boxing's about, isn't it? You've got to bounce back from it and move on. That's how it is, mate.
Alright, kiddo.
Cheers, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.